Hi, my name is Lee Peters. I'm with the new ProStretch carpet installation system, and today we're going to introduce a brand new tool. It's a universal seam cutter. It's all done from the top, and the results are amazing. It was designed originally for butt seams on Berbers to give us a little consistency in our cuts. We do the same thing every time, and it's worked out that it cuts everything perfectly. The blade sets in, they're Personna blades, slotted razor, and they just set in like that. Washer goes on top, wing nut goes down. Now you can loosen it off. You can take and slide it up from the toolbox. Use one edge, you can take it and slide it quickly and get the other edge. It's pretty simple. A little more blade. It cuts perfect every time. It's designed to cut with the lay of the carpet. So the outside edge protects the carpet, the edge you want, protects the pile you want. Well, the blade comes from the back and cuts just on a slight angle. The cutting blade slides in from underneath and cuts just along the root. Okay, we've mentioned the fact that you can expect consistency out of this tool. It cuts the same way every time. Now we will show you that it does that on any of the materials, all from the top. Now we will give you an end cut or a butt cut. And remember, we're not matching the pattern on these, we're just showing you the cut. And that's it. So you can basically cut any direction you want, any way at all. Here's another common Berber. Just pick your row. And this other leg you can set for the gauge of the carpet so that it falls into a row also. Now it's almost impossible to come out. Nice and smooth. Find your row. Now we'll do an end cut or a butt. That's what this tool was designed for, was the end cuts, the butt cuts. You can expect consistency out of that every single time. We'll just cut right across the file. It doesn't care. And it's all done from the top, so it's really easy. The side cutting is very easy, even with the row cutters, but not as easy as with this. We'll do a butt seam again. Just pick your row, push down, and cut. Pick your row, push down, and cut. Put the pieces back together. We'll cut across the rows so you can see how much damage it doesn't do. You just literally no damage there. Everything is in place. You thermoseal that now and your seams go together perfectly. And they just go back together again invisibly. And it just falls into place. Gone. Here we'll do a butt. Same thing. And put it back together. Gone. That's a diagonal cut. It'll just fall back together. Now let's take it a little bit off. Let's cross the rows. Everything is intact because this outside leg, the outside leg of that butt buddy, protects all the pile you want. And the blade slips in underneath and other direction. You put your thermoseal on there and you could do it. Now here your gauge is set a little differently. So just open these legs up so it can fall right in that row. And if you're doing a whole house or a large job, it only takes a minute to set the gauge on this. Now you've got both legs right in the rows. And if you find you're cutting a little bit away from this edge, just expand it, open that up, and this leg will push that one right in against the pile. That one right back in place. And it just disappears. A little tougher on the butt. Push it down and cut. Pile damage, none. Perfect seam. Not once, every single time. Let's do a butt. Take a piece out so we're not putting one cut to another. Invisible. You can cut across the rows, and as long as you pay attention with your thermosealer, you get the same thing again. Same level. We always see them on seam boards, so especially on the plushes and the textures, because you want the bottom, the top exactly the same height, so when you come across it, it doesn't show up. It got to be the same height. And if you want, you can take that, remember that's across the grain, you can take that, and instead of the ramp, you can have the V. Now instead of a ramp joint, you've got a V joint. The thermoseal will fill in the V on the bottom. Okay, just gone. Same on a diagonal with this one. Now I'm doing it on a demo table, so when you're on the floor, remember you're above this, so you've got much better control. It doesn't take a lot of control, it just your weight and everything is far easier. Now that's the ramp. Yeah, see, there's your ramp. It slides over like that. What this little tool does is it really lessens the frustration levels. It quietens them right down because it does the same thing every time. You can expect a certain performance out of it, and that's what you'll get. And the nice part about it is you don't have to work at making a perfect seam. It just happens. You can feel it as it's going through. There again, we cut against the pile. This is the pop bottle material, recyclable. On a heavy plush or a heavy textured, it's really frustrating when you do all you can by hand and you can still see a slight line. Well, with this, it just pops together.